You're still watching that show that helps you explore the African continent through its football. Now, this is the part of the show where we give you the answer to that trivia question you've been wondering about. How many under-17 AFCON titles have Cameroon won? Here to answer it is Jessica Chidima Ngomo.
I love that we went back to reset, default settings, Jessica Chidima. Thank you so much, Ade. Let's let the viewers know the correct answer is 2, and that was in 2003 and in 2019.
2003 and 2019. And frankly speaking, the way they are playing right now, I think they might add another title to their cabinet. But let's move on. The WAFCON qualifiers have been heating up, hot like fire. Jessica, tell me what's been going on in the WAFCON.
Super exciting times in the WAFCON world, because this is the time when we're actually seeing countries that haven't really made, talkability within the football spaces, and now they are coming through and actually qualifying. And I always speak about the East African countries. You know, we see Ethiopia now, which is a team that a lot of people wouldn't have anticipated that they will move on to the next rounds of, the WAFCON qualifiers. And we also see Tanzania. Tanzania has been doing well from development all the way to the senior teams. We saw with the introduction of the new teams like the JKT team, JKT Queens. I love that they've gone through. But teams that I would like to talk about, the particular match I would like to talk about, is definitely Eswatini and Namibia. Now, Namibia, for me, in that performance, showed
resilience. Okay, but that happened in Dobsonville, am I correct?
It happened in Dobsonville. It was a home game for Namibia, and they were coming back from a win. So I think for them, they were sitting at an advantage. And watching the match, you can see the kind of confidence that they carried. And they are a team that always makes the right move at the right time. We saw previously in the first leg, they scored in the first minutes of the game, and they are always taking opportunities. Again, at the last matches that they were playing, they scored another game in the 90-minute at a time. So I think they're a team that's always taking opportunities. Unfortunately, you could see that there were so many missing links within the Eswatini team. And I think that just goes to speak about the development structures and the involvement when it comes to football Eswatini. They were just all over the place. They already started the game. For me, I think they started defending a little bit too early, maybe given the fact that they knew that their opponent is sitting at advantage. So I think there were no opportunities for them to attack, to try and maybe equalize. But I think Namibia came with the confidence, they came with the quality, they came with the experience, and they are walking away with the win. So that match for me stood out.
Jessica, an interesting take. We have an exclusive for you because we got to speak to the coaches. Let's start with the losing coach. Here's what the coach had to say.
Maybe before we go to the 90 minutes itself, it would be to thank everyone behind the Eswatini team to put everything in place. We have seen it all. We have tried our best coming to the field. It is an open truth. The Namibians, with regards to rankings, far better than Eswatini, 122 for 182. But in the 90 minutes, the rankings was just history. We were pushing the Namibians pound for pound. They can attest to that. And also the result is also a true reflection of what was happening, as in like even going through the plannings and stuff, because we've already played them at home. We saw what we're supposed to do, and we went straight to that one and rectified.
Whereas the Namibian coach was over the moon, so happy. Let's hear what she has to say about the match.
I think it's a game that Eswatini knew that they were out of this game and they need to push, and they did that. And they put us under a lot of pressure. And credit to them for the way they fought, never giving up. It's the attitude that even me, I want in my girls. And they showed that today. And the fact that we got one goal for me is enough. For me, a win is a win. I'll take it, although some would expect us to roll over and run over Eswatini, but it's a team that I believe has improved in the years that I've seen them at 2021 at COSAFA, 2022. But also I give credit to where it's due. The fact that we continue to go to the next round is remarkable. It's the third time consecutive that we reached the final round of the competition. And once again, we face our nemesis that we had in 2022 in Zambia. Although it's far off, we are already having a look at it and see how best we can prepare and get these girls in the right frame of mind to qualify for WAFCON that we've never been able to do in our country's history and women football in particular.
Wow, Jessica, incredible interviews there. Now let's talk about the fixtures to look forward to. Which fixtures can you tell us about?
Now this is going to be where we are actually seeing some electrifying football, because remember now, these next fixtures are the fixtures that are going to be including those countries that already got buys and already qualified. So we have your South Africa's joining, your Zambia's, your Nigeria joining as well. But a lot of interesting matches. I do feel for Benin, because they're going to be going up against Nigeria. Now looking at Nigeria, where they stand, how they are ranked in Africa, very experienced team with a lot of international experienced players. This is going to be a very difficult one for them, but I would like to see what they can bring. I think sometimes having a bit of a tougher opponent definitely gives you some time to shine, and also that, a run for your money. You're not usually used to this standard of football. You're then experiencing better football.
My final thoughts on today's show is definitely dedicated to the CAF president and the dignitaries making sure that Morocco 2025 is presented perfectly to the world. As African drums beat in our collective hearts, we just want to applaud your efforts already. Let's show the world what we're made of. Let's show the world in grand style that important tournament called the WAFCON. Till next time, Ninitanda Nonke, Kakulu.